In an age when a ruler's legitimacy was defined as ability to defend his faith, the ruler could establish authority and wealth by devoting his wealth to the state religion. By renovating buildings, endowing charities, and commissioning art, a ruler established himself as a pious and powerful man. Gained 6 legitimacy. I mean, it's not terrible. It is going up. Unfortunately, I just lost stability, so... Ah, Brittany formed. So Montfort formed it instead of Blois, so it basically means that I don't have the alliance. Fine. Stability. We're at 36. We're a long way away. And Greater Noble's loyalty is actually still going up. So despite the fact that I totally said no to them, it is going up. So it does trend upwards. See, what I was trying to do was to revoke some privileges peacefully, which I think would cost us stability. But I just lost 2 stability to annoyances. I mean, what I could do is invest, like, military points or something to a policy. Do one of these. But I don't really want to spend any of these points, especially as my monarch is so terrible. We're already behind others in terms of technology and stuff. And corruption keeps on going up. See, what I was really hoping to do was pay off this loan, which is costing me almost a ducat a month, and then I could invest that ducat a month into rooting out corruption. But because I keep going backwards... this is frustrating. It's just a comedy of errors. Still have a 100% chance to get the Pope, or the Curia. That's what I like to see. Agricultural Revolution in Brie. Or Brie, as it's probably called. This is... Right, this isn't actually stuff. Invest in bigger army, so for 14 years... No. 9 years. We get local construction cost reduction, manpower increase, and defensiveness. Taxes for construction cost and manpower, higher taxes, or trade value and construction cost. This is not a centre of trade, so I don't really care about the trade. I think I'm going to go for the tax. Yeah, that'll do. Royal marriage from Brittany. Allied with England and Aragon. Brittany is a pretty big spot. No, don't think so. Although if I was... No, because I already got the maximum number of allies I can have. Who are my allies? Because I've just lost Blois. So actually I have a spare alliance slot, don't I? 1, 2 allies. I can have 3, I think. And Castile have rivaled me. Yeah, alright. They can have 2, I can have 3. I'm a great power, right? They will not break their alliances. That's disappointing. Can I threaten war, I wonder? No, and the other thing that I do need to do, actually, is... spy network on England. That's something I forgot to do in the previous war. That might have cost me. I really want to get rid of this loan. Ah. How's the drilling coming? 4.75. Venice gets free money. Albrecht's claiming stuff of mine. You guys are pretty well drilled, though. That's an extra 5.4% shock damage, which is going to be significant at this stage of the game. My war exhaustion is still dropping. How are we doing on the old stability question? Halfway. Also, there are ages in this. I didn't think there were. Oh, they've added some. Discovery, Reformation, Absolution, Enlightenment, and Revolution. Can't click any others. Discover and colonize America. Control centers of trade or leading trade city. Own a large city. Embrace the Renaissance institution. Keep it in every province you own. Hold 3 thrones. Present on 3 continents or humiliate a rival through a peace treaty. I mean, that one might be doable. Lesser nobles demand privileges. I'd rather the lessers that had it than the greaters. Oh, they want to increase autonomy. Why's my money suddenly gone up? I mean, that's awesome, but why? Oh no, it's gone down again. Advisor costs would be nice, but no, I think I need to get more loyalty. I probably should have used Burks. I can only have one of those open at a time. I should probably have just taken this at the time. They really like me, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to repay that loan. I wish I'd done this before. Right, and then I'm going to start rooting out that corruption. How many troops do I have? 5,000. Which is the maximum. So during wartime, your force limits go up quite dramatically. Oh no, I can have 6. I could hire another Chevalier. I could even replace that Halberdier. No, I think I am going to hire another Chevalier. Even if their maintenance is 0.4, 5 ducats a month. Am I centralising at the moment? Yes. Slowly. Wish I'd started that earlier too. I really wish I could get rid of this nightmare of a king though. He's been absolutely dreadful. I feel like I should probably spend a Diplo point on stability interval policy. As soon as I remember where they are. There they are. Yeah, I think I will. Because I'm still on -1 because I had the 2 like in a row. And I'd really like to get my stability up so that I can start using it to buy off estates. Losing money again, but that's just because... No, that's not because I have a soldier. That's just because I'm making less money. And now I'm making substantially less money. What the hell? Oh! Pfft. Actually, that's okay. I'll get rid of the halberdier. Hey, sketchies. Still? The Valois Shaken seems to be misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great grandmother of Jean II. It seems that she was the daughter of a lowly farmer. I'll lose legitimacy, because I'll get it back again when his son takes over. Oh right, it's because I'm rooting out corruption. Yeah, I did just hire a slightly more expensive soldier. We're still spending a bunch of ducats on corruption. Corruption continues to go up because of all the stupid nobles. Stupid nobles. Riga, Etsift, Fiorentina, Burgos. Nope, none of those are French. Apatin Cardinal dies. Alas, God has called his faithful servants to him in heaven, and the nation mourns his passing. With the death of the cardinal, scarlet robes of office were suspended from the ceilings of the cathedral. With no set number of cardinals, it was up to the Pope to decide when or if to replace a cardinal. We can only hope that His Holiness will see the wisdom in appointing more Francian cardinals in the future. For now, our influence in the Vatican is diminished. True, but I am still hugely influential here, thank you very much. Do it. That. Did that just go twice? Did that not go at all? It just went. Okay. No, it went twice. I did not want that to go twice. Bugger. Oh well. I am getting a lot of papal influence because I have a lot of cardinals. I have a lot of love with the Pope. The Pope really likes us. Okay, I'm earning money again. Why do I feel like a lot of my minions just don't have armies? Because a lot of my minions don't have armies. So an appanage is a subject whose title reverts to the crown upon the extinction of their male line. Bring me my assassins! I say we hang the nobles. That's what I would very much like to do, so I can stop them being so corrupt. I mean, look at that. Greater noble corruption. +1. +1! That's insane. I mean, that is the big problem that France was having during this era, was just the sheer strength of nobility. They got naff all done. So the game has modelled that pretty well. Now I just need England to declare war on me so I can bring my allies in. And be fighting a defensive war, although they've now allied with Portugal. Am I allied with again? Scotland and Aragon. Yes, the old alliance is alive and well. I'd like to get one with Brittany. Oh, they're no longer over the limit. Oh, you rivaled Aragon. Yeah, and I'm not ending my rivalry with England just to get Brittany. That seems a little bit silly. If they could end their rivalry with Aragon, though, that would be great. Opponent in France starts with the most powerful nobility, and Byzantium is a corruption-ridden, privileged mess. Sounds reasonable. Yeah, how is the institution spread? I mean, we are gaining it now, slowly but surely. Why are we gaining it? Nearby province has banking. Provincial trade power is below 8. Hindering the local spread, but we have modifier. Oh, Champagne has it already. Paris is getting it pretty quickly. A school of thought from a far-flung land is being debated here. Look at the province interaction on the intellectual data for more details. Oh, that's cool. You. Data and detail. Intellectual. From here you can survey the local courts and salons to learn about the details regarding local intellectual level of Paris. Art power 19, generated from urban population 3, education 3, buildings 4, modifiers 1. Art power generated from outside students 1.6. Art power lost to outside universities 0. By building up your metropole and smaller nearby cities, you can increase the total art power of its subcontinent, which in turn increases the number of art centres the subcontinent gets. These art centres are divided into 3 tiers: local, regional and continental. Local art centres can transmit and spread institutions with art centres of the same and neighbouring subcontinents, while regional and continental ones can transmit with art centres of the same and neighbouring continents. The distance is multiplied by several factors such as religion and culture to determine how fast, if ever, the institution will be transmitted. And you are a continental art and intellectual centre. Education slots +3. From here you can learn more about how art centres spread institution to each other. First, absolute distance between the 2 art centres are calculated, then the absolute distance shortened to how much influential each art centres are. Continental art centres receive and send institution with far-flung provinces, while regional and local cannot do so quite easily. Then the distance is increased by whether or not the art centres share the same area, region, subcontinent, continent. Then the distance is decreased if the art centres have a same owner, if they share the same culture group or religion. When all that is done, each art centre picks up an art centre the closest distance, shares institution with that art centre depending on the distance. Local art centres can communicate with art centres in the same subsequent. Regional art centres communicate with art centres in the same and neighbouring subcontinents. Continental communicate with art centres in the same and neighbouring continents. Right, so once Africa or Asia, although technically meritocracy would already be in Asia, I would have thought. So is meritocracy spreading here at all? Not necessarily in my nation, but in any others. No. Well, banking is, and banking has spread to a number of different locations already. I guess these are the art centres. Because that's a pretty hefty bonus, so it'll spread here. In what, a year? At which point it should start spreading around France pretty darn quickly. How big are the Ottomans in this time period? Not very. In fact, they've grown. Byzantium owned a fair chunk of Greece. And I can increase the amount I'm investing in the corruption reduction. Ooh, not really. Changes by 0.17 every year, 0.18. So that's going to be 171-ish years. That's quite a long time. And that's if I keep up this level of corruption reduction. Or if the nobles keep up their level of corruption increase. Oh, here we go, we can get the expansion of city citizenship again, which reduces the stability increase interval, lasts until 2 years. All provinces controlled by Burkhas receive gravity and reduction to unrest. Interaction will cost them 1 year of their income. Do it. Because I want that urban gravity to be kept up so that we can really expand our urban production. How are the great powers looking? I am 6th. I am the only European power in that list. Ming, Delhi, Tianwan, Mamluks, Bengal, France, Vijayanagara, and Chin. Ming and Delhi are like... Well, Ming are a mile ahead of everyone. More than twice the size of Delhi, who themselves is quite significantly bigger than Tianwan. Mamluks are a fair old chunk bigger than me. French piety, 5%. Yeah, we're not very pious. Church influence, 60%. Ah. Base amount 20, church property up to 60, 30, head of religion, controlled investiture up to -10, state-supported church, government form, education system, monasticism, advisors. Yeah, we're just not very pious. Alright. We still have an 80% chance of getting the next Curio controller. Death of the Pope. That's fine. So where's the Papal State? I assumed you were the Papal State, but you're not. Wait, you're in Avignon? I've been improving relations with the wrong people. I just assumed that the Roman territories was just their fancy name of the Papal State, but no, the Papal State is actually in Avignon. Okay. So I've not been generating as much papal influence as I could have been. Deadlocked conclave. When a conclave was called to elect a new pope, cardinals from across Italy went to the Holy See to join the College of Cardinals. Secluded from the outside world, they remained there until a new pope was chosen by acclamation, unanimous approval, or if they failed, by receiving 2/3 of the vote. These stringent measures were meant to avoid an anti-pope claiming victory, but they could also result in deadlocked conclave. Factions supporting different candidates sometimes refused to compromise or back down, vote after vote, sometimes for months on end. To force a choice, conclaves would be offered only bread and water, and, in one memorable instance, actually had the roof of the building removed so the cardinals could be rained on until they came to an agreement. Pray for guidance, because we're super pious. What mod is this? MEIOU and Taxes. Oh, I'm making money again. Why am I making money? So my public services and toll loss has gone down. Why has that gone down? Why am I paying so much in Ile-de-France? I guess just because you pay a lot in state taxes. Right, so I can make another... Ah, wait, Lyonnais is not a state? Really? How would you like to become a state? Here, become state. You're welcome. Do I need to call you? No. Who else can be a state? Savoy? Normandy? I think I'm going to make Savoy. And again, didn't have to core anything, so that's just more money. Cool. Should have done that ages ago. All your courts and education expenses shows up in the state maintenance in the capital. Ah, okay. Case comes before the papal court. The independence of the papal states made the pope neutral to the frequent rivalries between Catholic princes. Alright, so, who's bribing me? Neither of you are bribing me. Well, I'm going to go with a compromise then. England has insulted me. And them without a truce? That's a shame. England's army, 8,000, 22,000 manpower, 7,000 manpower, 5,000 man army. But in these instances I can call on the nobility and also my minions, although my minions are really quite small right now. And probably not the best idea to go after them while I have this terrible, terrible person as a king.